Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich. Today is April 22nd, 2021. Happy Thursday, guys. How are you doing today? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Again, I always hope that these videos find you in good health, good spirits, and good energy. And today, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited because I got a boatload of sleep yesterday after yesterday's video. By the way, I do hope that you all enjoyed yesterday's video by me trying to connect some dots to see where we're going. So again, thank you for the comments in the description for those who left them. And again, I appreciate all of the subscribers, all of my listeners through the multiple platforms that I'm on. So again, I always like to start off the show by just making sure that you guys are appreciated, valued, and making sure that you guys are acknowledged in the beginning of every show, because it's important for me to acknowledge you all, because without you all I would not be able to do what I'm doing. Yes, I could, but in theory, you guys give me the motivation to do so. So anyway, guys, again, it's Thursday. We're almost to the end of the week. We got some more exciting news coming up with the Ripple team, XRP moving across multiple platforms, and we're going to kind of go back and touch on some of what we talked about yesterday and try to connect those dots. And we're going to look at some numbers and play with them, because there's no such thing as conspiracy, because it's mathematically impossible when you start connecting dots and when you starting putting the puzzle together to see where we're going. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump into this coin market cap. As we can see, Bitcoin's dominance is now at 49.5%. Ethereum is increasing 14.7%. And look, guys, again, all we want is a share of the market cap. We want a level playing field. We've heard this statement before. We've heard the term. So, again, it looks like we may be getting on a level playing field soon. So, hold tight. We'll get our chance to enter into the ball game. Right now, Bitcoin is at $54,578 even. Ethereum is pushing up to 2614.97, up 7.8% over the last 24 hours. So it's the only one pretty much moving right now, which is good for the Ethereum holders. Anyway, Binance Coin, $575 with some change. And our beloved XRP down 3.6% over the last 24 hours, sitting at $1.33. No worries, guys. Again, these are great buying opportunities for XRP at these low prices before the skyrocket, the ship goes. Okay, so get into it. Dollar cost average. Again, if there's different platforms or different devices that you choose to set your XRP on, again, don't mess up your dollar cost average. For me, I do not put any on my ledger because I don't want to mess up my low prices of when I was accumulating. So I'm beginning to set up different wallets with XRP at these prices so that I can build that up that way, and I can dollar cost average on that platform or this platform. I've been actually buying a lot of XRP lately, or transferring some profits into my XRP. So at the end of the day, I know what the value is, and if other assets create value, then I want to go ahead and flip it into some other value. Anyway, Tether still got that big L going on, so it's still a loser in my book. And Cardano is at $1.26 at number 6. And Dogecoin gave them a favor and allowed them to get back into the number 6 and flip them a little bit. So Dogecoin is at number 7 now. No worries, no frets, no frowns. At 29 cents, it's still up 117% over the last 7 days. So again, guys, if you got $100, you made $100, or $117 or whatever. If you had 1,000, you made 1,000. You get it? So anyway, congratulations to the holders of Dogecoin. It's this is not a popularity contest. Okay, again, people get to decide what they like and what they don't like, and it looks like a majority of the people are starting to like Dogecoin. So don't continue to call it a shitcoin before too long, if you do already. Anyway, Polkadot is at $36.29. Number 8, Uniswap, $36.80. And rounding out that top 10 is 283.43 on Litecoin, up 3.8% over the last 24 hours. And trying to get in that top 10, you got Bitcoin Cash right there at 960. And as you can see, guys, you look at the market, a little red, which is cool. No worries. Over the last 24 hours, over the last 7 days, get in there, try to, dollar cost average, things like that, so you could build up that portfolio. Don't chase green. Okay, that's all I can say. Just don't chase the green. And if you do, make sure that you know when to get out if you're taking profits, and if you are getting into stuff, and don't be afraid to take profit, especially if they are coins that can help you build up momentum, build up your portfolio, build up your your USDC or your Tether. Just put it on the side, I guess, and hold it and wait until the price comes to meet the match that you wanted at. Anyway, Ripple client TransferGo boasts $3+ billion in global money flow in partnerships with Visa and MasterCard. This is from You Today, and we'll get right up into this article right here. This is from Yuri Molchan. So thank you, Yuri, for this article here. RippleNet client TransferGo. According to a recent report, TransferGo, which runs on RippleNet, has reached a milestone of more than $3 billion in international cash flows and stepped over the peak of 10 million customer transactions globally. And these new milestones for TransferGo, which are not 95 new markets with the Visa and MasterCard. This year, Ripple customer TransferGo has reached several new major milestones as it has increased its customer base to 2.5 million. Besides that, the international money flows have hit a staggering 3 billion with more than 10 million customer transfers. And the company has also worked with migrant communities, letting them make fast and low-cost remittances to send cash to their families in developing countries. And aside from that, this year TransferGo has tapped 95 new markets in partnership with such payment monsters as Visa and MasterCard. And this is also expanding into new promising markets. And the company, which integrated with MasterCard, Send, and Visa Direct to expand to new markets such as Georgia, Vietnam, Saudi Arabia, and Nigeria. Now customers can directly send money to cards to recipients in these countries, avoiding all the hassle with online banking or a bank account number. And after partnering with the major Turkish payments company, Bursalit Ödeme, TransferGo entered the Turkish market, providing its low cost and fast transactional remittances to local customers. And this is also defying negative remittance forecasts, which last spring the World Bank published a negative forecast for the remittance industry due to the pandemic that broke out back then. It has expected the industry to see its biggest decline that would hit companies making profits in this market. However, despite these negative expectations, TransferGo has managed to increase the number of active registered users and expand to new markets, finding new opportunities amidst the global economic crisis. So guys, Visa, MasterCard, these things are going to allow faster payments, allow for you to bypass the banks without a bank account, things like that. So this is exciting. This is exciting for those who are unbanked and that has the opportunity to become banked, make it easier and accessible for them. So there's going to be a new flood of folk coming into the crypto space, and as adopters of Ripple or XRP, we have a front row seat to all of this. So when we start seeing things pop up in the news, then we got our eyeballs right on the prize. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on. This is another article from You Today. 177.6 million XRP moved by Ripple, Coinbase, and Binance. And this is also coming from Yuri. So again, Yuri, thank you for another great article that I get to spin on my channel. According to blockchain tracking service Well Alert, which tracks large amounts of wired digital currencies in the past 20 hours, 177.6 million XRP tokens have been moved by Ripple, Binance, and several other big crypto exchanges. That amount of XRP is equivalent to a whopping 228 million in fiat. And recent tweets published by Well Alert state that several major crypto companies, including the Ripple blockchain, Decacorn, as well as leading crypto exchanges like Binance, Huobi, and Coinbase, have kicked over a total of 227 million in XRP, equivalent to between each other. Ripple has also moved 10 million XRP to the Huobi exchange from its RL18-VN wallet. Notably, the same transaction took place on April 21st. BitGo has sent 10 million in XRP to Binance exchange. Coinbase shifted 38.9 million, equal to 50 million, between its wallets. And apart from that, Coinbase moved 7.7 million XRP to the Bitstamp exchange located in Luxembourg, one of the exchanges that listed XRP in January after the SEC brought its legal suit against the fintech giant on December 21st. And the same goes for Coinbase, Binance US, and DRich. Binance transacted 10 million XRP to the BitGo custodial service. However, the largest lump was moved by the Bytebit exchange, which was 130.7 million XRP. So again, guys, what I wanted to point out here is between all of these exchanges moving XRP, you got to realize that things are beginning to ramp up, especially with Brian Brooks. Yesterday, we pointed out being part of Binance.us here. Okay, so connect the dots. It's a big puzzle. We got a lot of pieces to put together. But I'm telling you right now, we're getting close to finishing that puzzle because all the pieces are starting to, put itself together. You got creators out there putting out other information. Hopefully, we don't cross-reference each other too much. And everybody has a different idea or a different, language as far as communicating it to the audience. So I hope that, the way I communicate it gives you a different perspective or a different view. And I don't want to take anything away from the other creators out there in the space. So, I do my own thing. I try to, look at things that are connecting dot worthy of providing information. So anyway, the SEC seeks to prevent Ripple from searching its staff's personnel gadgets. As reported by the U Today earlier, the SEC agency seeks a court order that would forbid Ripple from obtaining its internal communications and prevent it from assessing the personal gadgets of its commissioned staff. The SEC insists that Ripple is making new and broader claims which exceed the limits allowed by the court order. The regulatory agency accuses Ripple of discovery gamesmanship and harassment. This started when the court had partly approved of Ripple assessing the SEC's documentation regarding Bitcoin and Ethereum status as non-security assets. But now the SEC seeks a prohibition order to allow Ripple to work only with the SEC's external documents in this case. Now, guys, the SEC is now claiming that Ripple is looking for discovery for gamemanship and harassment. Well, guess what, guys? Who came with the doggone with the lawsuit in the first place? Okay, Ripple team has been front and center looking for clarity, been front and center with being transparent, being open, being honest about what their intentions are with XRP. Now, you guys knew, everyone knows that XRP is not a security. So who are they really harassing? Okay, so you know what? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. All right, so at the end of the day, listen, you barked up that tree, now we're going to bark back. So at the end of the day, guys, listen, they just don't want people to know that they're over there doing crooked behavior, doing dumb stuff, trying to go behind the wall and try to peek and get other information regarding Ripple. And they found out, because if you go behind somebody's back and you found out that, yeah, you're trying to look into my company um, um, in some nefarious type of way, you think I'm not going to come back at you and tell you you guys are doing this, especially during a lawsuit? No, at the end of the day, we're going to go ahead and put all the information on the table and see where the information falls. So get ready for a settlement. Anyway, we won't get too much in that because the SEC, you know what they are all about. When it comes to 1776 million XRP, 1776 million XRP, I wanted to go out to this. I know a lot of people might think that it's kind of off base, but maybe not. 1776 commission. I think it's all, part of the grand scheme of things. The 1776 commission was an advisory committee established in September 2020 by U.S. President Donald Trump to support what he called patriotic education. The commission, which included no historians specializing in the United States history, released the 1776 report on January 18, 2021, 2 days before that inauguration. Later, the commission was terminated by Joe Biden on January 20th, which was the fake inauguration date. So, guys, the reason why the commission was put together, because we do have what Trump says is in his speech. He said that this is contended that a twisted web of lies regarding systemic racism was currently being taught in our U.S. schools, also calling it a form of child abuse. And a lot of times, even as a parent, I can't tell you what to do as a parent, but for me, I don't really believe in the education systems because it is pushing propaganda. It is also pushing indoctrination. And I think that this is to uproot all of that and to get us back on track to what we're supposed to be doing when it comes to, our history here in the United States. Because what he's also saying is that the commission was to end what is called the radicalized view of American history, which basically vilifies the United States founders and its founding people. So I believe that this should be implemented, and I do think that it should be prioritized so that we can actually understand, our history, accept our history. We can't change it, nevertheless. It's some unfortunate events that took place in the United States history, and I can't relate to that because I wasn't associated with it or part of it. I can only resonate with it to up to a certain extent. But anyway, I don't want to get into too much of that. But I just wanted to understand the 1 million, these tokens with the commission, and then also going back to 1776, which is the constitutional law of the United States. It was the first constitution following the Declaration of Independence and has been described as the most democratic in America. Although it notably was based rights in men and not in persons, as contemporaneous constitutions did it in neighboring areas such as New Jersey and in the 1689 English Bill of Rights. And the reason why I'm pointing this out is just because it might be some dot connecting. I don't know. Maybe it's just coincidental. Who knows? Pennsylvania's new constitution was tied to ongoing political changes within the province in 1776. And as the revolution evolved, the outlook of some political leaders exceeded that of the provincial assembly and its supporters and the deputy governor John Penn. As extra legal committees were established that would eventually displace and take over the government. So, kind of what we're seeing today, that we're having, political leaders exceed their authority, in other words. So I do believe we may go back to 1776 constitutional law and things like that. And there was something else that I was reading here, because somebody said something in here that they don't agree with it, because they don't believe that the text has oh, this was this commission right here. The commission, they believe that it was, let me see where it says, they historians condemn the report. Okay, it says that it was filled with errors and partisan politics. And I understand, guys, I don't think Trump is a politician. I think he's a businessman. I think that he has, he has the best interests of what should be going on in this country. I do believe that. There's some things that might tick people off. I get it. I understand that. But right now, with all of this stuff that this person is saying, I just wanted to next cap off this, just so people understand. What is the president's Trump's IQ? 156. Okay, and according to that, he is the most polarizing figure on earth. Despite his masses of riches and possession, he is not thought to be a smart man because of his outlandish statements. However, his IQ of 156 classifies him as a genius. So I wanted to end it with this IQ chart, so that people don't get it twisted. That yes, he says crazy things, outlandish things. I get it. Okay, and you know what? He might be perceived as this, that, or the other. But again, if you've been listening to the channel long enough, there were certain things put in place so that the media can use propaganda. And this is pretty much what they've been using against the people. Operation Mockingbird or Operation Paperclip. If you've read about these things, go and do your due diligence, do your research. Don't listen to me. Okay, I don't want you to think I'm trying to convince you, but I want you to understand that this person that they are accusing all of this thing of is probably smarter than all of them, because 156 is considered genius, which is an exception, an intellectual ability, and capable of looking beyond the known facts. So he's almost extraordinary genius right here. Okay, so at the end of the day, you got to give a man credit where credit is due. If you don't like him, okay, no problems. That doesn't mean that we can't still get along. All right, because we all gotta get along in some sort of way to try to understand different, backgrounds, different things. And again, I believe if Trump was the one that put Executive Order 13772 in play, which has Ripple included on it. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to talk too much politics, but when it comes to this 177.6 million tokens, you want to go to the commission. You also want to go to the constitutional law of 1776 from the beginning, and see where we go with this. Anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed some of the information for today. I hope I didn't get it too confusing. Have a great rest of your Thursday. And again, do your due diligence, do your research, continue to educate yourself. I'm not saying you're not educated, but continue to put information into your brain, and discover some of the new things that are out there as you continue to grow, personally, financially, spiritually, whatever it might be. Continue to try to grow upwards and forward. God bless. Take care. And as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.